two services that we offer Southern California here today. So at Isidore Recycling, we have a vision, and it is a world in which our resources, both human and natural, are valued and not wasted. And the way we are realizing this is through building the underdeveloped e-waste recycling industry here in Southern California, and also offering job training and employment to previously incarcerated people here in Los Angeles. So electronic waste, you've probably all heard of it. It is the fastest growing waste stream in the world, and less than 25% of it is currently recycled. So this is computers, TVs, cell phones, that room in the back of your office filled with printers and wires you don't know what to do with. All of that contributes to this stream. The problem is that it's ending up in our landfills. So 200,000 tons of electronic waste were placed into California landfills last year. And this is a tragedy on a couple of levels. The first, there's toxic everywhere, right? There's arsenic, there's lead, there are brominated flame retardants, mercury. These things do not belong in our landfills. They're leaching out of them into our groundwater and our streams. It's bad. The second tragedy, though, is that there are precious, valuable resources in these, right? So there's palladium and silver, and there's more gold in 1 ton of electronic waste than there is in 17 tons of gold ore. We've already gone through the process of blowing up mountaintops to get our precious resources. We're making plastic out of petroleum, and we're also using our conflict minerals, right? Tin and tungsten. This is literally what child soldiers in the Congo are killing each other over. Why would we throw these things back into the earth? So let's stop doing that. And okay, so 25% of it is currently recycled. Great, it's a start, but then we have to ask ourselves, who is recycling this, and where, and how is it being done? So chances are, if you are recycling here in Southern California, it's being shipped up north, it's being shipped across the country, or most likely it's being shipped overseas. To scenes like this, where it's being processed with practically no workplace safety standards or environmental standards. It is estimated that for every job that is sent overseas in e-waste recycling, that would be 7 here in the States. And I want those jobs. I want them here in Southern California. I want them well paid. I want them safe. And I want them for a very specific population. So you probably didn't think you were going to hear about the prison system today, but let me tell you a few fun facts. The California prison system, not in the best shape. We have a 70% recidivism rate here in California. That means that 7 out of 10 people who leave a California correctional facility return within 3 years. It's not because they enjoy their stay there. It is because it is a broken system. The federal government had to step in. We have overcrowding. They stepped in and said you cannot have that many people in a facility. That has forced a realignment from the state to the county levels. So 9,000 people are estimated to return to LA County from state facilities. And the responsibility is being brought down at the county level. And there is no plan for these folks. And I think that's a public safety issue. The vast majority of people exiting these facilities have very low skill level and practically very little chance of being able to successfully re-enter society. So as much as I think this is a public safety issue, I also think it's an opportunity. So we're taking overflowing landfills, overflowing prisons, and for us, this is our mission, is to develop the e-waste recycling industry down here in Southern California and employ the previously incarcerated population. It's actually a great skill level for them, right? At the very base, it's taking apart computers, which they can do. So for us, we're trying to say that there is a door to successful re-entry for this population. So a bit about the market. Here in the US, this is a $7 billion market. There's been a growth rate of 8.6% annually, and that's actually almost 20% of the companies in the United States are here on the West Coast. But the big thing to remember is that 75% of e-waste is not currently recycled. This is a great opportunity to capture this waste stream and derive value from it. And we believe that Southern California is the perfect place to create this model. 50% of the waste of California comes from Southern California. We have a huge previously incarcerated population. So let's put these two together, create a model. This can be replicated. It could be here, it could be in Northern California, it could be anywhere that has e-waste and a previous incarcerated population. So I've just convinced you to recycle with us. Great. What's going to happen to your electronics? Well, e-waste comes in, and the first thing we do is wipe data. That's one of our main priorities. Data security is a huge concern for everyone, as it should be. So there's two main things that happen to e-waste. The first is it comes to us, it's dead, it's done, it's from 1986, there's no life left in it. We will actually often take these things apart with a screwdriver, and we're basically harvesting out the precious materials that are in there, the circuit boards, the glass, the metals, the plastics. And we send them down to our responsible downstream processors who actually go through smelting the metal out and getting the precious resources to be able to be reused. The hope is, as we build this industry here, more and more of that can be done down here in Southern California, creating more jobs, more revenue, et cetera. The second thing that we do is we actually get things that have life left in them all the time. So maybe you don't want your iPad 2 anymore, but somebody else does. So again, we'll wipe the data, we'll refurbish it, we'll fix the broken screen, what have you. And we like this option better because it's a higher revenue stream for us. It's also a higher skill level that we can offer to our workers, and it keeps things from the landfill or from being recycled longer. So we're actually getting as much use as we possibly can. And since we've gone through all the trouble of making them, why not let's use them until they're reasonably done. This is an overview of our services. I've talked a bit about responsible e-waste recycling, but for the most part, if you have a minimum poundage, that's free. If you have a room in the back of your office and you need that stuff gone, we'll come pick it up and recycle it responsibly for free. We will charge you for some other services, IT asset management, disposition. If you're going through a refresh, you have 100 computers that still have life left in them, we'll resell those for you and share the profit with you. Secure data destruction, we will offer certificates of data destruction. We can shred it, we can wipe it, whatever you need. Repair services, we can fix your computer, your iPad, whatever you need. And this is a new one, electronics prop rental. We get these gorgeous old vintage items that maybe it doesn't work anymore, but it actually has value to the film and television industry as props. So that's actually something that we've started doing recently. But the basic thing to just remember is that if you have e-waste needs, we're going to figure out the best solution for you. So we're a unique company here in Southern California. There's folks doing this. It's bad for the environment, it's bad for society, environmentally responsible, but it's just about profit. Not great on the environmental side, but socially they're doing good things. We are the only company, named after the patron saint of computers and the internet. But we also are the only woman-owned triple bottom line social enterprise here in Southern California. Triple bottom line, we're about people, profit, and planet. We are in this for all three. And what we found is that we're getting a great response to this. So we're trying to solve two problems at the same time. And what we found is that companies and cities even are really responding to that and want to be part of that, which is exciting. There's a lot of problems in the world right now. We're trying to solve a couple at the same time, and people want to be on board with that. That's some great recognition, and we hope that you'll be part of our growth. We've recycled about 150 tons of e-waste. We've been around about 2 years. It's been a hell of a ride, as it is for entrepreneurs. Our team has gone through some changes. We have literally been through fire and flood. It's part of our story as a startup company. So at the moment, myself, I'm the founder and CEO. I actually come at this with a master's in public policy. I was looking very specifically at how do we create jobs for this population, what's a good industry, settled on the waste. Brian Fox is, we call him our mad scientist. He can look at any electronic and figure out how to fix it, how to get the most value out of it. We're currently looking for a new director of operations. If anyone has any ideas, please let us know. We have a great board of advisors, and we will be going out for an angel round of funding in a couple months. We've raised about $450,000 in a friends and family round so far. It's taken us this far, but we have some really big opportunities that have been presented to us, and we need just to step up to the next level. This is Shay. He is one of our best workers, and I'm just going to end on a small tale about him, which is Shay has been to prison 12 times. He has 4 felonies, most of them are drug-related, and he is sober now. He lives in a sober halfway house facility, and he found us, and he's absolutely one of our best workers. and he's in the demanufacturing department. He takes things apart. And he one day was taking our cash registers, and he started to find cash. He found some 20s and a 5 and some 1, and he gave it to us, and we said, well, thank you. So you know what, at the end of the day, whatever you find, we'll give you a cut of it. So he kept going on, and he found another 20, and he found a $100 bill. He found $300 bills, and he handed them all over to us, and at the end of the day, he went to our office manager to get his cut, and he looked at her and he said, you know, I think that's the first time I've ever actually been honest on a job. That was a big day for us. And that's what Isidore is about. Not only are we recovering value from these things that we've discarded from our society, but we're offering a chance for these people who have been discarded from our society to feel valued, maybe for the first time in their adult lives. So we're growing. We want to work with you. If you are currently recycling e-waste, fantastic. But I urge you to look into where it's going and who's recycling and what's happening to it. And if you don't like the answers, please come recycle with us. We are going to build this industry here, and we want you along with us. So we'll be at the booth. Hope you can come talk to me. Thank you very much.